Okay, this is Just a Dad videos. I'm going to show you today how to change the vinyl on an old four-wheeler seat. My son bought this four-wheeler off Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. Got a really good deal on it, but the seat's all tore up. I'm just going to do him a favor. Ordered a new seat cover on eBay, and I'm going to replace it. Okay, I bought this off of eBay. It looks like it's going to fit. It's got the nice Yamaha logo. But you can see when you buy a seat cover, you got to put it on yourself. And the old seat, so what you're looking at here is staples. And if you've got a heavy-duty staple gun, you can do this yourself. I've done a dirt bike seat, and it was pretty easy. As long as the foam's halfway decent shape. We're just going to pull all these staples out, get the old cover off, and then put the new one on, and we got to put new staples in. Okay, I've started removing the staples. These are all rusty. They're coming out pretty easy. So I'm going to use a screwdriver, then I'm going to use some wire cutters to just grab them. These magnetic trays work really well, holding all the staples. But it's going to be time consuming, that's all. Nothing too hard. This is just hard plastic. And you got to get a staple gun that'll just staple into hard plastic, which can be kind of tricky. It's not going to be your normal staple gun. I'll show you here in a minute. So I started removing the staples, and it looks like I can get my hand under here, and I can just pull. I just pull on the old seat cover with some gloves on. Things are coming out pretty easy that way. So I'm just moving some more staples. It's not going to be quite as easy as I thought, but if I just pry them up a little bit, then I can come back and pull them up the rest of the way with the seat cover itself. I'm not worried about if I ruin it. I don't need it as a pattern. Okay, I've got most of the staples out. As you can see, some of them are still in the cover itself. So I'm just going to pull it off. Let's see what we're up against. Okay, so this could probably use replaced. I'm not going to replace it. It's just an old four-wheeler. And I thought a new seat cushion or a new cover would look nice. This might show the imperfections or something. But anyway, I'm gonna put it on. I'll show you the staple gun, and we'll go from there. So you're gonna want to take all the staples out. There was still a few in here. I just pried them out. Now this is a really hard plastic. And it's kind of dirty. I'm not gonna be too worried about it. Just gonna clean it up just a little bit so that we know where the staples are going. And I'll show you the staple gun. So this is an electric staple gun. They're pretty easy to find. It's sort of working. I think I might have to try a different one. I can't remember which one I used. Okay, so this one doesn't work. I think I made this one work one time. These are the ones you plug into the wall, and it just did okay, but not like it should. But this is a Central Pneumatic. This is Harbor Freight special. It's got staples in it. It works perfect. I'm trying to see if there's it's a 61619 air stapler. So it's just an air stapler. But you put it in here, the staples go right, right through. Now granted, they do come up through there, but that's where the cushion's going to be, and you're not going to feel it. So that's the stapler you want. It's going to go really simple. I'm going to put it on, we're going to staple it, and I'll show you some more. So you're going to want to lay your new seat cover on there. You can see you've got some work to do, so it's better to start at a known area, like where the Yamaha is, and then work your way around. And you're going to do some tucking and folding to make it look right, and kind of pulling. So, but that's the gist of it. You don't have a lot of extra, but you do have some extra. It's just going to tuck around, and you're going to want to make it pull, make it look nice. You're going to do different folds and different things. So I don't think you can really go wrong with this. I'm just pulling it tight. I'll go back around and do a bunch, but I'm just going to do some here and there just to kind of get a feel for it. So I did notice around these corners here, you've got to kind of pull it tight to make it look good. You're just going to see where the old one was and put some in there. Just keep flipping it back and forth, and you're going to work the wrinkles out and pull it. It's kind of stretchy, and you do want it kind of tight. So I've got a few in just here and there, and I just keep turning it over. It's gonna look real nice. I just think if you keep pulling it and keep stretching it, right, it's gonna come just right where you need it. I'll have to do some fancy folding here, but I think it's gonna look really nice. It's got some wrinkles in it from the packaging, but I think those will come out. And there was some divots here, but it's gonna look fine. So the trick about corners is you just kind of want to just pull it tight everywhere and then staple it. Over here I was trying to do a fancy fold and it's not going to look the best. So I'll probably undo that one and just kind of pull it. The seat cover might be a little too far this way. I think the staples were supposed to go a little closer here, but it's going to look overall pretty good. So something I just did here, I ran out of staples and I put these long ones in. That's not going to work. I can feel them out the side here. So I'm going to have to pry these out, and I think you want so it looks like 5/16 is what you want. They're not real tall, but they're going to go in and do the job. So 5/16 staples. So I know you say I said I couldn't screw this up, but pulling those staples out did rip it, and it's not going to leave me with a lot to put the staples down here. So I'm really going to have to pull that and kind of work with that a little bit. So I guess you want to be a little more careful than I was with what you were doing. So I am going to pull this bracket off. It's getting kind of tricky to staple around this mounting bracket, so I'm just going to pull it off. It's just got two number 10 screws. So some of these folds are proving to be more difficult. I don't want to cut it. I'm just afraid it might tear some more. So I'm just folding it over. Everything's kind of slippery. I have noticed after about halfway through is getting it like this, so you can press it up against you and then pull it, and then do your staples. Seems to work a little better. Alright, so I did put some hearing protection in. These staplers, my ears were ringing a little bit. So you can see, once you get it started, get your things done, then just go back around and put a bunch more in. This cover probably could have been moved forward more, but I just put a bunch in around. The corners were not too bad. It's, you know, but here, look how it looks. I think it looks really good. I mean, this is a 20-year-old four-wheeler that looks like crap, but hey, the seat's going to be nice and watertight now. I think it's going to last for a while. So, I thought I was going to have to trim all this excess off, but heck, I tried it and it fits. So, here we go. So, it's red on red, but hey, I like it. And it fits. I didn't have to trim anything. It looks really good. So, there you have it. It's just an old junky four-wheeler.